Welcome to my channel. Here you'll find motivational content, personal growth tips, and empowering advice to help you become the best version of yourself. If you're ready to take charge of your life and level up, hit that subscribe button and join me on this exciting journey. Breaking free from people-pleasing requires a shift in mindset. It starts with recognizing your own worth, understanding that you are enough just as you are, and accepting that you don't need the approval of others to feel good about yourself. Self-worth must come from within, not from others' validation. When you begin to value yourself and recognize your own needs, you'll be able to make decisions that are in alignment with your values. Saying no will become easier because you'll understand that it's not about rejecting others, it's about protecting your own peace. The process of letting go of people-pleasing is not easy, especially if it's been ingrained in you for years, but it is possible. Start by acknowledging that it's okay to say no. Understand that setting boundaries and prioritizing your own needs is not selfish, it's necessary for your well-being. Embrace the discomfort that comes with saying no, knowing that it's leading you toward a more authentic and empowered life. As you let go of the need to please others, you'll find yourself growing stronger, more confident, and more aligned with your true self. It's a journey of self-discovery and self-respect, and it's worth every step. Learning to say no is one of the most powerful tools in our personal growth journey. It's something that many of us struggle with, but in reality, it is one of the most liberating skills you can cultivate. The reason why it is so important is because by saying no, you are actively creating space in your life for what truly matters to you, while also protecting your mental, emotional, and physical well-being. Saying no doesn't just apply to situations where we are asked to do things that don't interest us, but also to situations where we are stretched beyond our capacity, where we're being asked to compromise our values, or where we're simply not able to give what's being requested without exhausting ourselves. At its core, learning to say no is about respect for yourself, for your time, and for your energy. In a society that often praises constant productivity and being always available, we've been conditioned to think that saying no means being selfish or inconsiderate. However, the truth is, saying no when necessary is actually a reflection of self-care. It's about understanding that you have finite resources, your time, energy, and attention, and that you cannot give them all away to everyone or to every situation. If you don't draw the line somewhere, you will end up overextended, burned out, and potentially resenting the people or the circumstances that have drained you. The first step to saying no confidently is understanding your priorities. When you know what truly matters to you, it becomes much easier to distinguish between requests that align with your values and those that do not. You will begin to recognize that you don't need to take on every project or help every person because not every request is aligned with your purpose. For instance, if you have a deep commitment to your family or your career, but someone asks you to take on a project that demands time and energy that could be better spent elsewhere, saying no allows you to honor your primary commitments. Setting clear priorities gives you a framework for decision making, and it makes saying no less about guilt and more about staying true to your intentions. It's important to recognize that you are not responsible for everyone else's happiness or success. While helping others is important, if you are constantly sacrificing your time and energy for others without thinking of your own needs, you will ultimately be left depleted. This can lead to burnout, frustration, and a lack of fulfillment. And ironically, you might not be helping anyone by saying yes all the time. People-pleasing is a common barrier to saying no. Many of us feel the pressure to agree to everything because we fear disappointing others, fear causing conflict, or fear of being perceived as rude. But the reality is that saying no doesn't cause harm. It sets a healthy boundary and communicates to others that your time and energy are valuable. When you say no in a respectful way, you're not saying no to the person, you're saying no to something that doesn't serve your well-being or goals at the moment. It's an act of self-respect. Sometimes saying no can be difficult because we worry about the reaction of others. What will they think of us? Will they be upset? Will they think we don't care? It's normal to have these concerns, but it's important to recognize that other people's reactions are not within your control. You are responsible for your own actions, and if you've said no for valid reasons because it's in alignment with your priorities, your health, or your boundaries, then you have done nothing wrong. It's also helpful to remind yourself that no one has the right to make you feel guilty for setting boundaries. If someone is upset with you for saying no, that's an issue they must address. Your peace of mind and well-being should not be contingent upon someone else's comfort. It's also worth noting that learning to say no doesn't mean being abrasive or unkind. Saying no can be done with compassion, respect, and tact. It doesn't have to be harsh or dismissive. In fact, you can decline a request and still express your appreciation for the person or the opportunity. For example, if someone asks for your help with something and you simply don't have the time or the energy, you can say something like, "I really appreciate you thinking of me, but I'm not able to commit to this right now." This response is firm, respectful, and leaves no room for guilt or negotiation. You've communicated your decision clearly, and you've done so with kindness. In addition to protecting your time and energy, saying no allows you to focus on what truly brings you joy and fulfillment. If you are constantly saying yes to things that you don't care about or don't want to do, you will not have the time or energy for the things that actually light you up. For example, if you are constantly attending social events out of obligation or helping others with their projects, you might find that you don't have time to work on your own passions or pursue your personal growth. Saying no creates space for you to invest in what matters most to you, whether it's your career, your hobbies, or simply taking time to relax and recharge. Saying no also helps you build more authentic and meaningful relationships. When you stop saying yes to everything, you begin to engage with people and opportunities that align with your values and aspirations. You stop stretching yourself too thin trying to meet everyone's expectations, and instead you focus on the people and activities that truly add value to your life. By setting boundaries and being more selective with where you invest your time, you attract the right kind of people and experiences that support your growth and well-being. One of the biggest misconceptions about saying no is that it will make you seem unkind or unreliable. In reality, it can actually make you more reliable because you're being clear about what you can handle and where you can truly commit. When you say no in a thoughtful way, people will respect you more because they know that when you do say yes, you are doing so with full intention and dedication. By learning to say no appropriately, you ensure that the yeses you give are meaningful and impactful rather than forced or resentful. In conclusion, learning to say no is not about being rude or rejecting others. It's about protecting your time, energy, and peace of mind. It's about honoring your own needs and making choices that align with your values. Saying no is a powerful way to create space in your life for what truly matters, and by doing so, you enhance your ability to show up fully for yourself and for others. So, start today by embracing the power of no and take control of your life, one boundary at a time. When you learn to stop being too friendly, you are not becoming rude or unapproachable. You are simply recognizing the importance of boundaries in your life. It's so easy to fall into the trap of wanting to be liked by everyone, and to feel that in order to achieve this, you must be consistently friendly, open, and accommodating. The desire to be liked is natural, but it can become a hindrance when it leads you to neglect your own boundaries and sense of self. Being overly friendly, particularly in situations where it's not necessary or beneficial, can have negative consequences that affect both your well-being and your personal growth. The first issue with being excessively friendly is that it leads to a lack of authentic relationships when you are always trying to please others. Whether it's by being overly accommodating or saying yes to everything, you are not showing your true self. Instead, you are shaping your behavior to fit what you think others want or expect. This creates a false sense of connection because in reality, you are not truly interacting with others as your authentic self. This type of interaction can leave you feeling disconnected and unfulfilled as the relationships you are cultivating are not built on a solid foundation of mutual respect and understanding. One of the key aspects of being too friendly is that you start to spread yourself too thin. The need to please everyone, be there for everyone, and make everyone happy can lead to burnout. When you overextend yourself to accommodate the needs and desires of others, you sacrifice your own well-being. You end up exhausted and mentally drained, unable to focus on the things that truly matter to you. This constant cycle of overgiving without adequate replenishment will eventually take a toll on your emotional health and physical energy. As a result, the very people you're trying to please may not even appreciate the effort, and you may find that you've lost the time and energy you need to invest in your own goals and aspirations. Another issue that arises from being overly friendly is that it can make you more vulnerable to being taken advantage of. When you are constantly saying yes to others without considering your own needs, you open yourself up to exploitation. People can begin to expect that you will always put their needs first, and this can lead to an imbalance in your relationships. You may find that people take advantage of your kindness or use you to meet their own needs without offering anything in return. It's important to recognize that relationships should be built on a foundation of mutual respect, where both parties give and take in a balanced way. When you are always saying yes and going out of your way to please others, you might inadvertently invite others to take you for granted. Furthermore, being overly friendly can lead to a lack of respect from others. People who sense that you will always be available or accommodating may start to take you for granted. They might begin to view you as a resource or someone they can rely on without offering much in return. This lack of respect can lead to feelings of frustration and resentment. It's crucial to set boundaries and establish clear expectations in your relationships. When you assert your boundaries and stop being too friendly for the sake of approval, you not only protect your energy but also command respect from those around you. It's not about being unkind or cutting people off, but about recognizing that your time, energy, and emotions are valuable, and that you deserve relationships that are mutually supportive and respectful. Another significant impact of being too friendly is that it can hinder your personal growth and development. When you constantly focus on meeting the expectations of others, you begin to lose sight of your own goals and aspirations. You may find yourself prioritizing others' needs over your own dreams, which can prevent you from reaching your full potential. The energy you expend trying to be liked or to please others could be better invested in your own growth, whether it's through pursuing your passions, investing in your education, or working towards your career goals. Personal development requires that you focus on your own journey and commit to the things that are truly important to you. By learning to stop being too friendly and to say no when needed, you give yourself the opportunity to reclaim your time and energy for your own growth. Additionally, always being friendly can lead to an inability to manage conflict effectively. In your desire to keep the peace and make everyone happy, you might avoid difficult conversations or fail to stand up for yourself when necessary. However, avoiding conflict is not the same as maintaining harmony. In fact, it can create unresolved issues that linger beneath the surface and eventually lead to resentment or misunderstanding. Healthy relationships require that you engage in open, honest communication, even when it's uncomfortable. By learning to stop being too friendly and instead being assertive and direct when necessary, you create space for more meaningful, transparent interactions. You show that you value your own voice and opinions, and that you're willing to engage in conflict when it's needed to maintain a healthy, respectful relationship. In addition, always being overly friendly can prevent you from developing the deep, intimate relationships that are truly fulfilling. When you focus too much on being liked and pleasing everyone, you may find yourself avoiding difficult emotions or conversations. Real relationships, whether they are friendships or romantic partnerships, are built on trust, vulnerability, and authenticity. These relationships thrive when both individuals are willing to be open and honest with one another, even when it's uncomfortable. When you stop being too friendly and instead focus on nurturing relationships based on mutual understanding, you create deeper connections that bring more fulfillment and joy into your life. By stopping the cycle of people pleasing and focusing on healthy boundaries, you empower yourself to make choices that align with your values and goals. You give yourself the freedom to prioritize your own needs, pursue your passions, and cultivate relationships that support and encourage your personal growth. Saying no to being overly friendly is a powerful way to reclaim your energy and protect your mental and emotional well-being. When you stop seeking approval from everyone, you open the door to a more authentic and fulfilling life. It's not about being rude or unkind, but about recognizing that your time, energy, and emotions are precious and that you deserve to live a life that reflects your true self. One of the most important aspects of developing a powerful and sustainable mindset is the ability to prioritize your mental and emotional health. It is essential to understand that your mental state determines how you navigate the world, how you perceive challenges, and how you deal with pressure. When you invest in nurturing your mind, you are not only protecting your well-being, but also equipping yourself with the strength needed to face the hurdles of life. Learning to safeguard your mental health is not a luxury. It is a necessity for success, happiness, and personal growth. In order to prioritize your mental health, it's important to first recognize the signs that your mind is under strain. We live in a fast-paced world that demands constant attention and action. There are daily pressures from work, relationships, social media, and society that can create a mental burden that we sometimes ignore. It's easy to brush off feelings of anxiety, stress, or exhaustion, convincing ourselves that it's simply part of life. However, over time, neglecting our mental health can lead to burnout, depression, and anxiety, which can significantly impact our lives and our ability to achieve our goals. Acknowledging when you need to take a step back and recharge is a vital skill that enables you to function at your highest level. Setting boundaries is a key part of this process. Boundaries are not just about saying yes to yourself and your needs. It's about recognizing that your time and energy are limited, and that in order to be your best self, you must guard your mental space from negativity, overcommitment, and exhaustion. Setting boundaries means having the courage to step away from situations that drain you, whether it's an unhealthy relationship, a toxic work environment, or an obligation that doesn't serve your greater purpose. By protecting your mental health, you are empowering yourself to be more effective in everything you do. You're allowing yourself the time and energy to recharge, refocus, and approach life with a renewed sense of purpose and clarity. In addition to setting boundaries, another important way to prioritize your mental health is by cultivating mindfulness. Mindfulness involves being fully present in the moment and acknowledging your thoughts, feelings, and physical sensations without judgment. It's about slowing down and creating space to connect with your inner self. Through mindfulness practices such as meditation, breathing exercises, or even taking walks in nature, you can develop the ability to manage stress and emotions more effectively. Mindfulness helps you detach from the constant whirlwind of thoughts and allows you to experience life more deeply. This, in turn, enables you to stay grounded, focus on what's important, and make decisions from a place of clarity rather than being driven by anxiety or overwhelming emotions. Prioritizing mental health also means learning how to process and release negative emotions in a healthy way. It's easy to bottle up anger, frustration, sadness, or fear, believing that expressing these emotions is a sign of weakness. However, emotions are a natural part of being human, and suppressing them can only lead to bigger problems down the line. Instead, learning to express your emotions in a safe and constructive manner is key to maintaining mental well-being. Whether it's through journaling, talking with a trusted friend or therapist, or engaging in creative outlets like art or music, expressing your emotions allows you to release pent-up feelings and avoid emotional buildup. This practice helps prevent feelings of overwhelm and keeps your mental state balanced. Another significant aspect of prioritizing mental health is maintaining a positive environment. The people, places, and things that you surround yourself with play a significant role in shaping your mental state. Negative environments, whether they involve toxic relationships, unfulfilling work, or chaotic living situations, can have a detrimental effect on your mindset. It's important to evaluate the environments you are in and make necessary changes to ensure that you are surrounded by positivity and support. This doesn't mean that you should avoid challenges or difficult conversations, but rather that you should create a foundation of stability and encouragement in your surroundings. This might involve spending more time with people who uplift you, engaging in activities that bring you joy, and seeking out spaces that promote peace and clarity. Exercise and physical health also play a critical role in mental well-being. When you exercise regularly, you release endorphins, which are natural mood boosters that help alleviate stress and anxiety. Physical activity also improves sleep, increases energy, and promotes a sense of accomplishment, all of which contribute to a healthier state of mind. Additionally, taking care of your body through proper nutrition and rest ensures that your mind has the energy and resources it needs to function optimally. It's important to recognize the connection between mind and body and to understand that caring for one directly impacts the other. One of the key practices in prioritizing mental health is learning to manage your expectations and avoid perfectionism. Perfectionism can be incredibly damaging to your mental health, as it creates an impossible standard to live up to. When you hold yourself to unrealistic expectations, you are setting yourself up for constant disappointment, self-criticism, and burnout. Instead, it's important to practice self-compassion and accept that it's okay not to be perfect. Recognizing that you are doing your best even when things don't go as planned is a vital step in maintaining a healthy mindset. By releasing the pressure to be perfect, you create space for growth, learning, and self-acceptance. Lastly, prioritizing your mental health means taking time to nurture your inner peace. In the chaos of everyday life, it's easy to lose touch with the stillness within you. However, when you make time for reflection, quiet moments of solitude and self-care, you are reconnecting with your inner strength and resilience. Whether it's through meditation, spending time in nature, or simply practicing deep breathing, these moments of stillness allow you to recharge and reset. Inner peace doesn't come from external circumstances, it comes from within. By cultivating inner peace, you create a strong foundation for handling life's challenges with grace and resilience. In today's world, where we are constantly bombarded with distractions, expectations, and stressors, it is essential to prioritize your mental health above all else. By setting boundaries, practicing mindfulness, processing your emotions, creating a positive environment, taking care of your physical health, managing your expectations, and nurturing inner peace, you are not only protecting your well-being, but also empowering yourself to live a fulfilling and purposeful life. Prioritizing your mental health is not just an act of self-care, it is an investment in your ability to thrive in every aspect of your life. In a world that constantly demands more from us, prioritizing your mental health is one of the most important decisions you can make. It's not about being selfish, it's about recognizing that you cannot pour from an empty cup. By protecting your mind, setting boundaries, and creating space for self-care, you equip yourself to handle life's challenges with strength, clarity, and resilience. Taking care of your mental health empowers you to show up as your best self, pursue your goals, and build authentic, meaningful relationships. It allows you to navigate life with intention, confidence, and peace. Never underestimate the power of nurturing your mind. It is the foundation for everything you wish to achieve, the key to your growth, and the source of your inner strength.